And for Pioneer, on the offensive side, a senior split end. Number 3 will be Callahan Kinley. Brock Smith, 56, a senior left tackle. Your left guard will be number 52, a senior Gavin James. Connor Walker, a senior, number 64. He'll anchor the line at center. The right guard is number 78, a senior Brady Smith. Tight end, number 80. He is Dustin Sparks, a senior. The left halfback will be Ezra Llewellyn, number 5. Fullback, number 24, senior Dan Gregorich. Right halfback, Miles Von Tobel, a junior, number 14. And the QB that everybody, if you don't live under a rock, knows about, number 4, senior Jack Kaiser, the Notre Dame recruit. But like we said before, Cody, they have a lot more than Jack Kaiser in that offense that can handle it.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons they can use, and it's a cliche of football, but everything starts up front. It starts with the offensive line and defensive line, and we got senior Connor Shaw anchoring the front for us at center, and it starts from there on out. And even on the defensive side, the D-line fires off the ball and make lanes for the linebackers coming to make the tackles. Being on the line, it's you don't get a lot of glory, and a lot of fame, but you create the fame for the guys behind you, and that's really helped out our running backs and quarterback, and that's a staple of Pioneers, the offensive line.
Says a former Pioneer lineman, by the way.
I got to give a shout out.
All right, hey, we're about ready to get it going. Kick off this 2018 season here at Owens Memorial in Walton, Indiana. The clouds spread open and it's a little bit of sunshine coming through. So we're ready for some football here at Walton, Indiana. The captains will come out at the 50-yard line. Pioneer has Connor Walker, Cal Kinley, number 24, Dan Gregorich. Dave's over there screaming, getting his troops ready. And then, of course, Jack Kaiser, number 4. Isaac Chambers, a captain over there for the Cass Kings, playing the quarterback, number 12. So Pioneer will win the toss. They will receive the ball, and we will get things underway with all the action 2018 for your Pioneer Panthers here on RTC 4. Welcome everybody that would be watching, listening, tuning in, checking out YouTube, whatnot, from all over the world, honestly, catching this Pioneer Lewis Cass game. I've had a lot of people message me, telling me, hey, I'm going to be checking you out, listening, watching all season long, and we're glad to do it. And I'm excited and I'm ready to call the games all year long with Cody Cray. So getting ready to kick off will be number 86 for the Cass Kings, Trevor Kessler, 5'8", 185 pounds, senior. Back to return for the Panthers, number 15, Adai Llewellyn, Ezra Llewellyn, number 5. And I believe that is
Joe Mersch. Number 30?
Is it 30? Or is it number 10? Derek Wireman. So you got a lot of speed back there. Then your second line is Kaiser, Gregorich, and Von Tobel, the hands unit there. I'll tell you what, you kick it to one of the Llewellyns, you better get a hand on them. And they're going to do a nice short kick. Von Tobel will pick it up, and he'll get about to the 45-yard line to start things off this year.
Throw the ball, exact on the stop for the Kings. Pioneers ball, 1st and 10 from their 45.
We said earlier that we feel that Pioneer will throw the ball a little bit this year, and I'm going to stand by that. I think Kaiser has looked really good all summer long, putting the ball in the air, and he's got some nice-looking weapons out there. Kaiser will set under the center, Connor Walker. Gregorich sat behind him. Motion by Von Tobel. Kaiser will keep it. He's off to the right side, and he could be gone. He finally get brought down, but a nice run by Jack Kaiser to start the season off.
32 yards on the play by Kaiser. Sneaking up the right side there.
First down. Picked up 33 yards.
Is that option play that they've kind of put in here for Jack, and he runs it so well. I mean, he holds the ball, waits till Gregorich gets to the line and pulls it out and just takes off.
He reads it really
Very well. Kaiser under center, Gregorich set behind him. Motion Von Tobel again. This time it'll go to Gregorich up the middle. Nice little run by Gregorich.
Gregorich, the ball carrier. Urick on the stop.
Gabe Urick with the tackle for the Cass Kings.
15-yard line. He picked up 7
A
yards.
7-yard gain for Gregorich.
And Gregorich's feet does not stop moving, do they?
They don't stop and his head doesn't come up. he's going to run you over if you get in his way. So 2nd and 3. Kaiser getting his troops ready. He sets behind center. Motion by Di Llewellyn and the handoff to Gregorich, and he'll go up the middle again, and it looks like he's got the first down.
Gregorich, the ball carrier. He gets down just inside the 10-yard line. You'll have enough.
So we'll set up a first down for the Panthers.
Garland on the stop.
So it's 1st and goal already. It didn't take long.
Yes, he wound it weekly.
So Connor Walker, the senior, setting up under as a center. Kaiser in the shotgun formation now. Gregorich split right. Motion by Ezra Llewellyn. Kaiser kind of fumbled it, but he still got it. And he's not going to get too far. And they say the ball was down. It looked like a fumble, but the ref quickly called the ball down.
He gets down to the 6-yard line. Picked up 3 on the play.
That tackle was by, it looks like Eric Bird for the Kings.
Bird and Zek on the stop.
Caden Zek along with Bird.
Goal.
So 2nd and goal for the Panthers. Spread left here is Cal Kinley. Motion by Von Tobel. And not much there up the middle. Not much there up the middle. Kaiser held the ball a little bit longer than usual. Just gave it to Gregorich finally.
Picked up 2 yards.
Lewis Cass has really stepped up their defensive line there ever since they got close to the goal line.
So we're 3rd and goal for the Panthers now. Kaiser go in that shotgun position. The snap, he's going to keep it, and he will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jack Kaiser, Pioneer Panthers.
4 yards in the touchdown run.
So a 4-yard run for Jack Kaiser, getting the first points on the board tonight for Pioneer at the 9:27 mark. And last week we heard that they sure didn't know who was going to do the PAT, and they still might not. 2-point conversions probably all year long for the Panthers. So we'll set up for the 2-point conversion. Kaiser set in that shotgun formation. Gregorich to his right. He'll take the hand off, and he'll just take it in, and he'll pick up the 2-point conversion. So Jack Kaiser fights his way in there, and he picks up the first 2-point conversion of the season. It's 8-0. It's 8-0. They got 9-0 on there. Like giving us a 3-point conversion.
That's fixed.
So with that drive, Pioneer looked pretty tough. I mean, really, they got a little resistance down here close to the goal line, but as far as moving the ball, Jack Kaiser is going to move it at will, it seems like already.
Yeah, that was a 6-play drive, lasted 2 minutes and 33 seconds, went 55 yards, capped off by a 5-yard Kaiser TD run.
And we'll probably see quite a few of those this year. He's your man with a target this season. I'm going to Notre Dame. Everybody that plays high school football in the northern part of Indiana knows about him, heard about him, and so they'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that young man. So Adai Llewellyn for the Panthers will be kicking off.
Good. Zach Urick back deep for the Kings.
So Urick, Zek, and Easton Good deep for the Cass Kings. We'll see what kind of offense they've got coming out here. See if they're going to run that wing tee or they're going to spread it out a little bit. So Llewellyn sends it down. Nice kick. Wow. That's a way to start something off. So, and then he's just gang tackled. The brother that Ezra Llewellyn got down there and made the initial contact, and then he was helped out by a lot of Pioneer players.
But that ball took a beautiful bounce and just died on the 3-yard line.
That's how you win your golf game. You're right on the green. Spin back. So this Panther defense will get ready to go. And looks like the Kings are going 3 wide out here. They've got 5 wide total here. Nice little screen pass. Good blocking out there. And Caden Zek is off to the races for the Cass Kings, but he steps out of bounds. Well, that was great. That block by Cade Cox set that whole thing up for the Kings. I mean, he held his ground, did a great job of holding that screen. Good job. Nice play by the Kings to get things going.
That was a nice swing pass screen.
Very nice.
Block by the split end out there.
This is the kind of offense that can give Pioneer a little bit of fits. You got to get some pressure on that QB. And there's another screen pass, but not this time. Miles Von Tobel gets in the backfield and breaks that one up. I tell you, Miles Von Tobel's put on some weight, gotten bigger, stronger, quicker. He's going to be a force to reckon with this year for the Pioneer team. You got Sparks out there covering the receiver. And that's not going anywhere. Great job, good push. I believe it was Brady Smith making that push, or was it 68?
68.
68.
John Beckley.
John Beckley.
1 yard on the play.
So now we're at a 3rd down and about 14. Cass Kings again spreading it out. They have 1 in the backfield. Chambers getting his troops ready. Take the snap. They're just going to hand it off right up the middle, and not a bad run, but it's not going to pick up the first down by any means. And that was Danny Gregorich plugging the middle there at the linebacker spot. He makes the tackle, so it'll be 4th and about 8, 4th and 8. And it looks like number 4, Easton Good, is back there to kick. And Jack Kaiser will be the return man. Zek goes in motion. There's a snap, and it's a bad snap, and oh my goodness, bad to worse for the Cass Kings as Danny Gregorich able to cover up the missed punt. Actually, he was running for his life anyways, and Good got loose, and then he missed a punt trying to punt it away. So Pioneer have great field position here. 29-yard line, and you don't want to do that for Pioneer. And that's honestly last year. That's what they started. They tilted the field so well with that offense and the way they could, play the defense to get the offense in great position. They didn't have to go very far.
No, that was I don't know if they were looking for a fake right there, and he tried to kick it the last second, or I don't know if they're trying to confuse the Panthers there. But we got the ball back, and we're back on offense.
Kaiser will set in that shotgun. Wireman back there with him. Kaiser will keep it. He's out around that right side, and goodbye.
Nice block.
Too quickly said, Cody. It looks like it's probably going to come back.
We'll check out the flag.
Stupid. Behind a flag, whatever it was.
More than likely a block in the back from where they threw that.
Where the Panthers are walking back.
Yep. We'll try it again.
Yeah, block in the back.
And they didn't need it. Jack was gone. He had the. Get those out early. Get those out early.
It's the first game.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, Kaiser just.
First down.
It's almost like he patiently runs hard.
14-yard line.
He finds a hole, and then he just bursts, and he's gone. He's so strong. I mean, we talked about that in the scrimmage, how strong the kid is in the lower body. And that's what I'm sure Notre Dame looks at, is that lower body, the strength in those legs, thighs, and the core. I mean, he is so strong.
But the Panthers did gain 15 yards on the play, with it being a spot foul.
15 yards on a spot foul. Now they got Llewellyn in the backfield. And now we've got some motion and false start on Pioneer now, so that'll move them back another 5.
5 yards.
We're going the wrong way. Still first down though, so. Again, they've got a Llewellyn in the backfield there. Kaiser will set up under the center. Motion by Ezra. It's a fake. Kaiser will roll to his left. He's got a man wide open. And Llewellyn's fighting for some yardage, and
Kaiser's pass is complete to Llewellyn.
didn't look like a whole lot of yardage, but it's more than you expect, and there you go. So you're 2nd and 5 now. 10-yard gain. It just didn't look like that much. And tell you what, that's one nice thing about Ezra and Llewellyn this year. They put on some weight, gotten stronger, and probably a little bit quicker, if you can get quicker than what they were last year. So the Panthers will be 2nd and 5. Sitting here on the 8-yard line. Again, Llewellyn in that backfield. Puts Ezra in motion. There's a handoff, and Llewellyn gets, a great cut. A great cut. Put his foot in the ground and got close to the goal line with that little move. And it is a touchdown. Didn't look like it, but he slid in there. So a touchdown for Llewellyn for the Panthers.
A little jet sweep action there.
Nice play.
He knew when to cut that up, too.
Yes, he did.
He had great blocking out there in front of him, and he knew what to do with it.
So at the 6:22 mark, we're at 14-0 Pioneer here at Owens Memorial Field in Walton, Indiana. And again, Pioneer will go in that 2-point conversion. It's a handoff to Gregorich, and not much resistance there. Although he does get hit, and look out, we've got flags all over the place. Anybody that had stripes on had flags out.
We're never going to win a physical battle. We don't got to waiver it.
It's probably going to be a mute point unless it's to tack it on this kickoff.
I know they have it. Where's Joey at?
So we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. We'll be back on RTC 4. Pioneer up 16-0, 6:22 mark.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLC. This broadcast is brought to you.
So we're back here at Owens Memorial Field in Walton, Indiana, where the Panthers are up 16-0 over the Kings. 6:22 left in this first quarter. So far, so good for Pioneer, Cody.
Yeah, that last drive, 1 minute and 2 seconds capped off by an 8-yard TD run by Di Llewellyn, and the 2-point by Danny Gregorich.
Not having trouble moving the ball, that's for sure. They're able to get up and down the field pretty briskly. That's not even a word.
Yeah, there was a personal foul there on the 2-point conversion. It was enforced on the kickoff. It was against the Kings.
So that's why we're going to be booting it from the 45-yard line. And now they're going with Jack Kaiser. Kaiser will be kicking. He can do it all, can he not?
What can he do?
Yeah. That's trouble.
They got it.
That's trouble. I was wondering when they lined up that way if they were going to try something a little different, and sure enough, Pioneer recovers that onside kick. Great job. I mean, he just placed it perfect. He had a whole slew of Panthers down there to cover that ball up. Lewis Cass didn't have anybody with the good enough hands to grab it. So again, talked about it just a little bit ago, Pioneer goes with a short field again. And, you know, you're starting at your 30.
But why not try the onside there, being already on the other side of the 50? You're not going to gain much field position by kicking it off anyway.
That's why Adam Berry gets paid the big bucks over there. Kaiser sets underneath center Connor Walker. Cal Kinley spread left. And Llewellyn has the ball and had the ball. That's going to be recovered by the Cass Kings. Ezra Llewellyn came around that left side and his arm got grabbed and the ball squirted loose. So Cass, a little bit of good fortune that time.
On their 27-yard line.
That was number 24, Cade Cox, that made that strip, and I believe he recovered the fumble as well.
How'd you guys do it years ago?
Again, Kings are spread out all over the field. Chambers will take it. He'll hand off, and not much going on there. Good tackle by
Gavin James.
Gavin James, a senior, 5'7". Lineman up there. Von Tobel in on the action as well.
James. Pick up 1 yard on the play.
Picks up 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Kings. Chambers in that shotgun. He'll take the snap. Another handoff. And that was number 31, Gabe Urett, and again trying to find a hole on that left side. Not much, but he might have picked up 2 on the play. Connor Walker with the tackle for Pioneer.
3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7 for the Kings. Looks like we've got a timeout. Pioneer calls the timeout.
David didn't like something over there.
Yeah, he didn't like. Yeah, he wasn't. He was seeing something he wasn't ready for. That 3rd and 7 situation, though, you know, I mean, that's one where you take a shot. You might as well take a shot if you're the Kings. Try to get down the field, you know, surprise Pioneer. This is one thing that Pioneer, if there is a chink in their armor, it would be covering 5 guys wide.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Dustin Sparks out there, a 6'3", 200-pound linebacker, having to cover one of their very quick running backs or receivers, or wing backs. And that's not the matchup you want to see, really. So with 5:18 here in the first quarter, Pioneer up 16-0. Cass is at 3rd and 7.
Mr. Berry, I'm fine.
Again, Cass will set in that shotgun formation. Motion. The handoff to Zek, and he's got a little. Oh, wow. Hello, I'm Danny Gregorich. Welcome to Pioneer football. Danny Gregorich made a nice cutback. attempt for Caden Zeck, but Danny Gregerich was sitting right there and had him dead to rights. So it'll be 4th down.
Good in punt formation.
Easton Good will be back to punt. Jack Kaiser will be back. Last time, Easton Good couldn't handle the punt, and it was recovered by Gregerich. There's a good punt. Kaiser will take it. He makes a few moves, then he just dives forward.
Kaiser on the return, Zeck on the stop.
It's a nice punt right on the sideline there for Pioneer.
12 on the return.
Kaiser will get things going here.
4:30.
And this is the worst field position Pioneers had in this first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, yes it has.
First and 10 from the 37.
So we're at the 37-yard line. Pioneer in that wing tee. Kaiser just had to knock one of his own men over.
He gets up to the 45-yard line.
Get to the 45.
Humphrey and Urick trip him up. Picked up 8 yards.
You're on the tackle for the Kings. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Gets everybody set. Kaiser takes a snap. He'll hand off to Dy Llewellyn, and there's not much going on there. Good pursuit by the Kings. A nice tackle by number 30, Joey Humphrey. He's one of their leading tacklers coming back from the 2017 season. Only a junior. It was a good tackle. Good drive by the Cass Kings up front. It's about 3rd and 1 here, 3rd and a long one for the Panthers. Kaiser's going to be in the shotgun. Greger set behind him on the right side. Takes a snap. Of course, Kaiser's going to take it, and that'll be enough for the first down before he's mauled by nearly every Cass King. Good blocking there. Dustin Sparks, Gregerich, Brady Smith, Brock Smith, Connor Walker, that line, Gavin James. They do the job up there.
They're doing a great job getting a great push.
So 1st and 10 at the 50. Ezra in motion. He'll take the handoff, a little sweep play, and he breaks one tackle and he slips by another one, and he'll pick up that first down.
Ezra Llewellyn, the ball carrier.
About 13-yard gain for Llewellyn.
Rotor ball brings him down.
Oh, we got a flag back at the 50-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
Yep, another penalty on Pioneer.
This guy wants to make sure we know he's here.
That'll push it back. That'll be 1st and 20 for Pioneer. No,
First and 21.
1st and 21. Now here's a spot that I can see Kaiser rolling out and looking at this run pass option. Definitely. See if you can get Cal Kinley jetting down this on a little route. Kaiser audibling at the line. Well, he got the handoff off, but just barely.
Great push.
It was.
Number 68, Jacob Martin from Lewis Cass.
6'7", 220. Nice size kid up there.
Ball's on the 42. Schaefer and Brooks on the stop.
Yeah, Martin made the initial push, and then Schaefer and Brooks for the Kings cleaned it up. And Kaiser's lucky he even got that handoff given away because
Kinley, yeah.
that was pretty close. Getting brought down in the backfield. So second. Kaiser will roll to his left. He'll look downfield, and oh my goodness. Umpire didn't catch it, and I don't think that's where Jack was aiming it. He had Cal Kinley. He had Callahan Kinley going through the middle there, and just couldn't get that one pulled in. So it'll be a third down. 3rd and 18, sitting on the 42 for Pioneer. Let's see what Adam Berry has called up for this third down, 3rd and 18. Nothing too crazy, just a little quick play to Dan Gregoridge, and he'll pick up a few. So this will bring up 4th down. So we'll get to see Jack Kaiser punt maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
Cass Kings aren't trusting anything. They're all up here. Nobody's back to return. There's a good punt. And that's going to bounce out. Right there, 13. Yeah, 13-yard line. So a great punt by Jack Kaiser. They were bringing the heat, but he got it off. So the Kings will take over deep in their territory.
Pioneer did take 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. We had 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
So the Kings will get things going with 42 seconds left in the first quarter on the 13-yard line. Chambers takes a snap, and it's... Boy, he had pressure by Gregoridge coming at him, and Chambers just had to get rid of it. He didn't care where it went, just had to get out of his hands.
Gregoridge on the pressure to bring up 2nd down.
It's one thing Danny Gregoridge does so well, and just getting to the quarterback when they call up that blitz, and I mean he doesn't take any time to get to him.
He's got a nose for the ball too.
I could see him going again here. This time it.
Sparks in there.
Yep, Dustin Sparks with the tackle. Gabe Urett on the carry. So it'll bring 3rd and 8 for the Kings. And I don't think they're going to run this play. Doesn't look like it.
We'll see. It'll be in this morning.
So at the end of the first, Pioneer started it off well, 16-0 over the Kings. We'll take a break. We'll be back on RTC 4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here at Lewis Cass High School, home of the Lewis Cass Kings, bringing you the first game of the season tonight between the Pioneer Panthers and the Lewis Cass Kings. Pioneers up 16-0 starting the second quarter. Cass Kings will have a 3rd and 9 to go, deep in their own territory. So far, so good for Pioneer. They've looked pretty decent up front both ways, moving the ball and getting to the ball. Chambers takes a snap. He's looking deep. He's got a man open, and a great catch by number 4, Easton Good. Beautiful play by the Kings. And that'll get him out of that deep territory. They'll be on the 45. Nice pass by Chambers for a 31-yard gain to Easton Good.
Start it. Halftime, people from the band.
3 wide for the Kings. The snap, the handoff, and that won't go anywhere.
Here's the ball carrier.
It's Connor Walker making the tackle. A loss of 1 for Urett.
Loss of a yard on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 11. Chambers in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going deep with that pass. And, wow, if he had Caden Zeck on the same page, that was going to probably be a touchdown.
Kinley on the defense.
That's a great fake.
It was.
Nobody's hurt.
So now we're at 3rd and 11 for the Kings. Still sitting on that 39-yard line. Chambers will pitch it over to Gabe Urett, and well, he's running for his life, and he's still running. Great job, Miles Von Tobel, finally able to wrap him up. And I don't even know if he picked up a yard on all that rigmarole.
He got 1 yard.
Picked up 1 yard, so it'll be 4th and 10 for the Kings.
10 yards right there.
Good in punt formation. Kaiser back deep.
So Easton Good will be back to punt. Jack Kaiser deep for the Panthers.
Tony Flores. Is that him?
That ball was not a very good punt at all. Good pressure by the Panthers. And see where they mark that one out.
This punt goes out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
So they're going to put it at the 42, and Pioneer will get the machine running at the 42-yard line. 10:06 left in the first half. Pioneer up 16-0. A Jack Kaiser touchdown. And then Adai Llewellyn punched one in.
He was hoping to turn up for early. Because he says when he wants to, he can make better.
Motion by Adai Llewellyn. Kaiser keeps the ball, and he gets cut down. That's a good tackle. Good tackle by number 31, Gabe Urett. He went low, and that's where you have to go if you're going to bring him down. You're not going to arm tackle that kid.
No, you're not. You got to go after hips and legs. That you got to take out the base. He has a great base.
It didn't look like much, but about 5-yard gain, and you'll take that any day, every day.
3.5.
3.5 in a cloud of dust. Kaiser set under center this time. It's like he's got Wireman in the backfield. fakes the handoff. He's looking down the field. Oh, and it was in Callahan Kinley's hands and then bounced out. Looks like two guys were right over there for Pioneer. Von Tobel was right there in the mix too, but it was two Callahan Kinley, but he couldn't pull it in. So I'll bring up a third down.
It did. It looked like that guy in front, Von Tobel, looked like maybe tipped it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm wondering, just kind of ran the route the wrong way or what? Shouldn't have two guys right beside each other. So Kaiser will get set on the 46. He's going to roll to his left again, and he's just going to take off and run. Horse collar attempt, and he's still going to pick up the first down. Again, you can't tackle him high. He's going to break that, but looks like he picked up the first down. And you always have that threat with Jack Kaiser in the backfield for Pioneer. You know, if nothing's open, just tuck it and go. So on the 46, it'll be first down. Gregorich back in the backfield again. Motion by Adai Llewellyn. Handoff to Gregorich, and he gets hit, but he will not go down. That's a good, hard run by Gregorich. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, but kept those feet moving like we said, and he's still going to pick up about 3 to 4 yards on that carry.
Picked up 3 yards on the play.
So a 3-yard gain. .838 left in the quarter here before halftime. Kaiser on the 43 takes the handoff, gives it to Adai Llewellyn. He tries to squirt outside, but not getting too far. Bring up a third down. A nice tackle by Eric Bird again. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for Pioneer.
Little power play there. Fullback lead.
We used to. I don't know.
Puts Ezra Dye in motion, and false start on Pioneer. Gavin James, yeah.
He knows it.
Yeah, he smacked his head, gave it away.
That'll back him up 5 yards.
NFL, you just start arguing. Me? What? So 3rd and 11 now for Pioneer. Had a lot of penalties in this early game. The shotgun formation. Llewellyn, Von Tobel in the wing, and well, I don't know what that was, but we're just going to chuck it up there. Oh, it's a catch by Cal Kinley, and that's going to be a touchdown. Callahan Kinley makes the grab and on a botched play almost. Wow, a 48-yard pass from Jack Kaiser to Cal Kinley. He did the work about the 20, making the breakaway and picking up the rest on the yards after the catch for the touchdown.
I just wonder if Connor had a different snap count than everybody else. That ball just rolled back there to Jack, and he just made something out of nothing, just threw hope and a prayer, and Kinley came up with it.
Adam Berry's going to write that one down.
Everybody moved except only Connor's the only one that moved there. He rolled the ball back. Nobody knew what was going on. Lewis Cass was looking around.
So Pioneer gets that 48-yard touchdown from Jack Kaiser to Cal Kinley. 22-0. Of course, they're going to go for this 2-point conversion. Kaiser under center, puts Von Tobel in motion. He'll roll. And that's got to...
Pass intended for...
Oh, no, that looks like pass interference to me. He wasn't even looking at the ball by any means, but... 22-0 Pioneer up. 7:21 left in this first half. We got the conversation going on about face guarding over here.
Face guard is not a penalty in high school.
And it's
No. But you can't make contact. Look at me, like you made contact with me. I know it's pass interference.
Attention students. Another reminder, another correction now. The fifth quarter.
got text messages saying we were fuzzy, had no sound, but came back
After the game until midnight.
before the game started. But we're back. We're going good now.
And that was a 58-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. Capped off by a botch play from Kaiser to Kinley, a 47-yard pass.
Like I said, Adam Berry's going to write that one in the dirt, hold it for later maybe.
Zach, you're good back deep for the Kings.
Caden Zeck, Gabe Urett,
Well, and we'll kick off the Pioneer.
and Easton Good back for Lewis Cass. Adai Llewellyn will be kicking off now. Gets a good kick in there. That's down past the 10, almost to the 7. Urett with the return, and he's already up to the nice run to the 27.
Number 20 there, Noah Pearson on the tackle.
Sophomore Noah Pearson in on the action.
He gets it back to the 28-yard line. Pearson on the side.
Gracie must have not been too excited. She's not shaking the camera up there. So that's our camera person's younger brother. So the Kings will start it off here on the 28. Another deep pass, and that's not going to be caught. Better coverage by Adai Llewellyn down the sideline. And yet Kaiser coming over the top that, if need be, was there to handle the trouble. The 7:09 left, 22-0 Pioneer before the halftime. 2nd and 10 for the Kings. Chambers in the shotgun, 3 wide. He's going to throw that screen pass again, and that is going to be
Nice tackle.
Caden Zeck, and a good open field tackle, yes, exactly, by Llewellyn. Ezra Llewellyn on that tackle. That's hard to do when you run that little swing pass, that screen pass, and get yourself broke down to make the tackle out there in no man's land. I mean, it's nice if you have 3 or 4 guys around to help clean up. Again, the swing pass to this side, and that's going to be a first down for the Cass Kings.
Kinley on the stop.
So Urett on the run, and he'll pick up that first down. Callahan Kinley ushers him out of bounds.
44. Anybody gonna start?
43.
He has knocked that little pass. First down. 8 yards.
An 8-yard gain for
Is out of bounds.
the Kings on that play for Urett. Looks like we've got a timeout.
Lewis Cass, their first timeout.
So with that timeout, we'll be back on RTC4. Thanks for watching Pioneer Football.
When this guy's handling the ball, somebody
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
After the timeout, 1st and 10, the ball on the 42-yard line.
So back here at Owens Memorial Field, Cass Kings will be 1st and 10 on the 43. Chambers will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. A nice little play to Gabe Urett, and he's down the sideline, and Jack Kaiser thought he had him corralled, and then he slipped the tackle. Nice little swing pass and run by Urett. He made the most of it down this sideline.
James brings it up.
4,
Now it's Kobe James on the
20,
tackle.
24.
So a great play by the Lewis Cass Kings. So they'll be on the 24-yard line and then moving the ball here on the Panthers.
34 yards on the pass play.
That's good.
A little momentum for the Kings here in this second quarter. And they're just chucking it up there, and there it is.
Oh,
And he dropped it, but
defense.
oh, it was a great play.
24 there. Cade Cox knocked it out of Llewellyn's hand there.
Llewellyn did a great job of getting turned and kind of like blocking out almost, to get in position for that, to almost intercept it.
On the defense.
Yeah, credit Cade Cox for the Kings to knock that out of his hand. Number 8 is Brenton Mersch in there for the Panthers. We're going to throw it up top again. And Kaiser! Wow. Oh, my. And that's what that's what the Notre Dame faithful see in that young man. I mean, he's a ball hawk. Simple as that.
He just tracked that down, and he just went and got it.
Yeah, center fielder out there. He just roams out there. Great grab by Jack Kaiser. His first of probably many interceptions this season. So the Pioneer will start on the 20-yard line after the Jack Kaiser pick. Well, that thwarted any kind of momentum for the Kings. They were moving the ball pretty well on those nice little fade routes down the sideline. 6:08. 22-0 Pioneer, and it looks like they might be calling a timeout here. I might have knocked some wind out of Jack when he landed. I mean, he hit pretty hard out there in the end zone.
Was there a timeout?
Kaiser, Barry's going to wait.
There he is.
It's a 1 on the play clock.
Timeout, Pioneer, their second timeout.
You know, with 1A football, they got a lot of these players play both ways, so give them as much time as possible to
Oh, yeah,
there.
definitely.
Yeah, we do.
We're the official timeout keepers.
Well, the Cass Kings were moving the ball pretty well there, and that was all taken away from the senior Jack Kaiser on that interception. Again, he made a great move to the ball, reads that backfield of the offense perfectly. Saw where it was going and just laid all out and made a great grab.
Yeah, Lewis Cass, that last drive, it was all pass plays. Mainly the big swing pass out to Urett there, ran up the sideline for a 34-yard gain, but to the Panthers prevail, and Jack goes and catches that one in the end zone for a touchback.
There was over 60 to pick from.
Who picked? You? You.
Picked in new logo.
So 6:08. Pioneer will get back on the field here and on the offensive side of the ball. Sitting at the 20-yard line after that interception by Kaiser.
After the timeout, 1st and 10 on the 20.
It's like, I don't have that. I didn't budget that. I'll paint the change the ground.
Panthers won it on the other half.
He's going to send us that record. It was over 60 to 4, and that's what they decided.
Who submitted 60?
Update, Tippy Valley's up 7-0 over Bremen after that first quarter. There's a sweep play, and, well, that was snuffed out pretty well. Big 68 for the Kings, Jake Martin.
Kel Garland was in there too.
If you don't get those linemen out there to block, and that's the key on that sweep play. You've got to get your guys out there, and if they're a little bit slow, then that play doesn't develop.
This wing T offense well. You follow the guards. The guards take you to the ball, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're reading it really well.
Casa has been a traditional wing T team for quite a while now, and so they should know what they're doing defensively. Second and 14. Gregorich is able to pick up a few yards there.
Humphrey on the stop.
Humphrey with the tackle for the Kings.
Gets it up to the 23-yard line.
That ball will be on the 23 now. Third down. A 6-yard gain for Danny Gregorich.
Third and 7.
Pioneer seems to be in no hurry to, get the ball going, making play out there. They're just taking their time, eating up the clock. So 3rd and 7. Kaiser drops back. He'll roll to his left, looking. And that one's overthrown to Cal Kinley. So that'll bring up the 4th down for Pioneer. So Cass will be getting the ball back more than likely at the 4:39 mark here before the first half to try to keep that momentum going. They had some things going with the passes down the sideline, and it looked pretty good. Caden Zeck for the Kings will be back on the punt return, number 11. Speedster for the Kings, a junior. Jack Kaiser back to punt for Pioneer. And we've got motion. Looked like one of the Llewellyns jumped out of their stance. That'll push it back 5 more yards for Pioneer. And boy, Adamberry cannot be happy with the penalties right now.
Especially on punt. A lot of times those are on a silent count, just whenever the snapper's ready to snap it.
12.
There's the punt. He's going to hop down at the 40, and then it's going to roll past Zach. He got a hand on it, and a missed tackle by Mersch. And Zach has some pretty good speed, but he's going to get hauled down out there.
Keaton Schroeder.
Keaton Schroeder. So the 39-yard line is where the Cass Kings will start this off. 4:12 to go in the half.
7-yard return. 1st and 10 from the 39.
A 1st and 10 from the 39 for the Kings. So Chambers will get his troops ready to go here. Got 2 wide on the left, 1 split out on the right. And there's going to be a rollout. And that ball, Connor Walker was right in his face and did a nice job of getting his hands up. Trouble even seeing the intended receiver, who was Cade Cox. Now they're going to go 3 wide on this left side. Chambers will take the snap. He'll pitch it over to Gabe Urett on the left, and he's got some running room.
Urett, the ball carrier.
He's going to be tackled by Kobe James and Ezra Llewellyn on the sideline.
With help from James.
He's second and 5, a 5-yard gain. So 3rd and 5 left, 4:01 to go in the half.
Get the play in.
The Kings are set. Chambers will take the snap. No, it's going to go to Urett, and he makes a few moves, and he finally gets tied up. Jack Kaiser will wrap him up, along with Brenton Mersch.
Mersch and Kaiser on the side.
Zach Taylor was in amongst that tackle as well.
4th down for the Kings.
So now it's 4th down and 1 yard.
4th and 1.
3:30 left in the half. Pioneer up 22-0. Doesn't look like this is a good opportunity for the Kings to go for it. Well, that was a great job of holding that block. I mean, that was nice out there for Isaac Chambers to take off on the run and pick up that first down.
Picked up 4 yards on
A 4-yard gain for Chambers. I believe that was Flores that was able to keep that block and just manhandle whoever he was blocking out there for the Kings. So shotgun formation. Now Chambers fires a quick pass towards
Reese Roundabout.
Rodaball, and he can't pull it in, but it's kind of behind him there. So 2nd and 10 for Lewis Cass.
2nd and 10.
Chambers takes a snap. He's looking long again, and good job. Nice defensive play by Ezra Llewellyn, just getting in the way and fighting for that ball. Nobody got to it. So now 3rd and 10. Knox is up. After the first quarter, Knox is up 13-0 over Winamac, and that's at Winamac tonight. Coach John Hendricks up there at Knox, getting that program on the right path. Chambers again will look. That time he had a man open, and Easton Good pulled it in. Just shy of the first down on that grab.
On the defense. Picked up 9 yards on it.
So 9-yard reception.
4th and 1.
So 4th and 1, and Cody, you've got to go for it. You can't. I mean, you don't
They already
punt.
went for it from the 48, so.
Yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory for Lewis Cass.
Almost 2 minutes left in the half, so might as well.
Chambers under center this time. Oh, and that's not good.
Oh.
Unless that was, oh, woo!
Who popped in?
Jack Kaiser. Jack Kaiser.
Recovered short of the line to gain the first down.
Well, it looked good
Take over.
until they snapped the ball.
Cass has been getting some good drives against this Pioneer defense. They just can't sustain them and shoot themselves in the foot at the end.
Yeah, their best play is for Chambers just to stand back there and throw it down the sideline and hope somebody can pull it in. And it's worked quite a few times tonight. So Pioneer will take over. 1:56 left in the half. Sitting on the 40-yard line, Connor Walker ready to snap. Snap it to Kaiser. Kaiser will take off. He'll keep running, and he will pick up about 8 yards. Nice hard run by Jack Kaiser, but you got to give credit to that line for Pioneer.
Picked up 8 yards on the play.
Pioneer more in your hurry up right now. He'll take the snap again. Kaiser will run off that left side again, and he'll pick up that first down.
He gets into King's territory.
Even when he just leans forward, he's got 3 yards. I mean, he's got such lean to him when he has the ball. He's always picking up yardage.
Pioneer might need to pick up the tempo here with a minute 20.
But not from McCoy.
It won't go.
Push the.
Get it caught up.
So Kaiser in shotgun formation, puts Adai Llewellyn in motion. This handoff to Gregorich, and he gets bottled up right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Great tackle by Caden Zeck. He went low and hit him really well. Upended him, in fact.
Yeah.
He's winding you.
It's running.
I don't know why he's winding you. The clock's running.
He thought it was first down.
Well, Pioneer 2nd and 9.
I know.
It like freezes. Look at that.
That's why this.
Kaiser will drop back. He's looking left. And, he just threw the pick. So this will be a race to see if Kaiser can make the tackle. And he does make the tackle on Easton Good, but Easton Good made a great play, and Llewellyn looked like he was lost. I don't think he knew the ball was even coming to him.
Yeah, it was. He was just
42 yards.
turned around, and the ball went right by him, and Easton Good took off with it.
Easton Good, a premier athlete over here at Lewis Cass, good baseball player, nice basketball player. He's made a great interception, and I mean, it was just thrown right to him pretty much. He didn't have to do a whole lot. So 30 seconds before halftime, Lewis Cass will get started here.
I checked it with my phone. It's right.
Looks like they're going to be on a 17-yard line. Chambers in that shotgun, and you can bet he's going to chuck it, and he does, but nobody was home there.
Intended for the rotor ball.
That took 4 seconds. 2nd and 10 again. Going from the 17 for the Kings. Trying to get something out of this nice interception by Easton Good right before half. Pioneer trying to hold steady. And there's a pump fake, and look who's there! Look who's there! He's going to say he's out of bounds, but wow. Covering ground like a hawk out there. Wow. And Jack Kaiser just sits back there and waits. He just waits for you to float one up and he just goes and finds it. So with 20, just a little over 20 seconds left, bring up 3rd and 10 again for the Kings. We got 6 seconds on the play clock. And they'll take the snap. There's a pump fake. And wow, that looked like pass interference really, but they're not going to call it.
Diebold picked that off too after the tip.
So Pioneers holding here on the 17. A 4th down situation for the Cass Kings, and they're going to call the timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching RTC 4.
I was watching the 25 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson Wagoner and Perkins LLP, are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here at Lewis Cass, where Pioneer is up 22-0 with about 17 seconds left in this first half. It'll be 4th down for the Kings. They called a timeout to see if they could get something drawn up here.
4th and 10, ball on the 17.
If you watch the game clock, it does the same thing.
Yeah, I've been watching the game.
Put Zek in motion. Chambers will fire up the middle, and that'll be a first down for Pioneer with that incomplete pass intended for number 30, Joey Humphrey, the tight end.
Pioneer will take over on down, 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Pioneer on the 17. 13.5 left on the clock before half.
Just keeping it right in front of Ken.
Is this right?
We'll see what Pioneer draws up here.
I don't see them being crazy here.
Nope. I think they'll put it on the knee, or maybe give it to Gregorich,
When there's seconds left, and if there's 7,
or put it on the knee.
Pioneer takes the knee. See how it's doing it? See how it stops?
Yeah.
So Pioneer will go into halftime up 22-0 on the Cass Kings. We'll take a break, and we'll come back on RTC TV4.
It's wireless, it's gonna be like that.
Yep. We're gonna get them wired up.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner and Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Archie King, under the direction of Andrew and Alan Hinshaw. Their staff includes Design, Jack Percival, Don and Brayton Mendenhall. Wins, Alan Whitehead and Rachel Hinshaw. Percussion, Hope Turchekin and Andy Ritz. Guard,
I thought it was beginning.
Emily
No, I thought it was long.
and Megan
I thought it was
Miller.
I thought we was losing time.
So Archie King under the field direction of Holly Slater and Aaliyah Cook.
So we're back here. Lewis Cass with Pioneer up 22-0 here at halftime, and it looks like the Marching Kings are going to come out here and perform for the fans. Cody, I know you're wrapping up some stats there. So far, Pioneer is hadn't looked too bad, but they've kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times here with some penalties, and that's not what you want to see from the Panthers. Better early on than late in the season when, you know, you're playing for sectional, regional, whatnot. You want to get that out of the way, and I'm sure Coach Barry is going to talk to his troops at halftime along with Dave Gregorich and all the coaching staff in there. Are going to get things cleared up and come out here ready to roll.
Kaiser kind of playing center field out there for the Panthers.
Well, to give you some unofficial stats here.
Official in my book.
With Pioneer, Jack Kaiser leads the rushing with 89 yards on 10 attempts. Greg Rich has 26 yards. Dye has 10 yards, and Ezra Llewellyn has 7. And Kaiser is 1 for 5 passing with 1 touchdown, the 47-yarder to Kinley, and then 1 interception.
Drum majors, is your band ready?
With Lewis Cass, they've gotten some good drives going, but it looks like
Marching Kings, the field
Gabe
is yours
Urett,
for
he's touched the ball about 13 times. A couple catches and the rest rushes, and a lot of the passes have been going to Easton Good and Caden Zeck. I don't know if Lewis Cass needs to spread it out a little bit more instead of going to the same few guys. But they've been putting together some good drives, and I look for them to come fired up in the second half here and try to make it a ball game.
They moved the ball pretty well in the second quarter there. In the second half of the second quarter, they actually moved the ball pretty well. Looked decent. I mean, Isaac Chambers throwing the ball downfield a little bit, and I think that's where they're going to have to go to again. Maybe rode a ball down the sideline. Easton Good, look, you know, I mean, he saw his speed on the pick. Kaiser was able to track him down, though, on the 17. But Caden Zeck, we know, has a lot of speed out there. And if they can get those guys in the open territory, in the flat, you know, that's where they're probably going to be able to make some moves with offense. Pioneer has a little bit trouble in the flat. You know, you've got to get more guys out there and be able to cover. So the more that they're spread out, the better Lewis Cass will be. Gabe Urett from the running back position, I mean, he's had a lot of carries, but not a whole lot to show for it on the running position, but he's had a few nice catches. So Pioneer, of course, Jack Kaiser, your main man, leading the way, 89 yards. He's got a touchdown, thrown for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown. The unofficial total stats on offense, Pioneer with 173, Lewis Cass with 131. And that's, I'll tell you what, 131 on a Pioneer team last year, you were doing something.
I may have missed a few penalties in there, but
hey, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Trying to get some more updates here for some games around the area. So far, haven't seen anything here. Got Rochester. Wabash down to Rochester at the halftime, 28-15. Wabash is a team that comes in with a new coach this year. Rochester, I saw them playing a scrimmage a little bit. They looked like they had some talent in that lineup. Quarterback Perez and running back Jackson. They have Abbott. They look pretty tough, and they're going to give some people problems in the TRC for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Steve Stricker, and he's going to give you some information here at halftime for RTC TV4.
Thanks, John. You guys are doing a great job here. I guess our pregame got kind of missed because we were having some audio issues, and we got that all fixed up in time for the start of the game. But I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit about what we were talking about in the pregame with what we're doing here at RTC TV4. We're going to be covering Pioneer Athletics all season long, and that doesn't just include the football team. We're going to be covering the volleyball team here in the fall. And then when we get into the winter season, we're going to be covering the boys and girls basketball. We're going to cover some of the swimming and some of the other events. And then into the spring, we're going to be doing the softball and baseball as well. And, the thing I love about what we do at RTC TV4, we're not just going to cover your athletics. We're going to partner with the school, and we're going to also cover your we're going to have people in the school that are going to help us, but we're going to cover the plays, programs, and things like that. We're not going to broadcast your 5th grade concert live, obviously, but we will we'll get that recorded, and we'll put that out on our webpage, rtc4.com. So it's a great partnership between the schools that we deal with. I know that well. I've been working with RTC for 3 years now. Up in Argus, and taking on a new role here starting next week. And Pioneer is part of that new role. We're going to be rolling that out, and John, you and Cody are part of what we're doing with Pioneer, and you guys are doing a great job. And also have Gracie Pearson upstairs. She's filming for us tonight. She's a senior at Pioneer, and she's just fantastic with the camera up there, and unbelievable what she does with the camera. And I tell you, this couldn't all, we couldn't do any of this without the support of RTC Communications. Scott Sager, my boss, and his boss, Joe McCarter, both believe in the vision of broadcasting local high school sports. And it's an amazing thing, bringing this type of, mid-Indiana high school athletics to the internet. At one point I was watching on YouTube, and there was 130 people watching us live. I mean, that's awesome, and we got a taste of Pioneer last year. Casey's your nephew, right?
Yes. Yep.
Casey Hines, was on us, and we came down and we did the sectional championship there with LCC. And then the big one over at Logansport, where we covered Pioneer taking on Monroe Central in the semi-state. And at one point in that game, I think we had 1,200 viewers watching that thing live. And that just showed us that, Pioneer has such a backing. It's amazing, the alumni, they can be spread far and wide, but the heart of the Panthers is always in them. And that's something, coming from a small school. I graduated from Culver Community. Coming from a small school, the pride that the Panthers has is, unbelievable. And John, you've done a great job of, getting things rolling here right out of the gate, and being ready to go here on opening night. And I tell you what, the Panthers, they look pretty good. They do, like you guys said, have some issues they need to work on with the penalties. But, it's amazing. I looked it up. I don't know if you looked this up. These seniors, Pioneer seniors, have not let Lewis Cass score on them.
Not at all.
In 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. The rivalry here is a big one, and Lewis Cass, you can tell, is giving everything they got. And I just wanted to say a few words about RTC's coverage of Pioneer and what we're doing. And Scott and Joe up at the office, can't thank them enough, and I can't thank you and Cody enough for what you've been doing here. It's been great. Things were a little hectic there as we got going tonight, but we got everything rolling. We got the audio good, and here we are at halftime, and we got another half of some good Pioneer football here coming up.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, Steve. I appreciate all the kind words you've given to myself and the crew here. And this is something I love doing. This is like my passion almost. If anybody knows me, this is right up my alley. And like Steve said, we're definitely going to be covering other sports, not just football. It's not just football. It's not just Pioneer football. It's going to be Pioneer volleyball. They've got a great team this year. They're actually heading up to a big tournament tomorrow. I believe it's the Dunelands tournament or Invitational, I believe. And they've started out 3-0. Won the Cass County tournament, in fact, over beating the Cass Kings, in fact, in that championship game last Saturday night. So congratulations to the Pioneer Panthers in winning that Cass County tournament. They beat Rochester on Tuesday. That was broadcast as well, live up there. So good job by the Lady Panthers in volleyball and Coach Rod Nyes. And like Steve said, we'll be covering some baseball, softball. We'll just be covering anything Pioneer pretty much that we can get our hands on. We're going to be doing, and I can't wait. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to show the county, the viewing area all over the world, honestly, because anytime you can just get on there, rtctv4.com, take a look, see what's going on in Pioneer and other local schools, not just Pioneer, but RTC TV covers other schools. I know Rochester is one, Caston. Losing my mind here. Argus, Tippy Valley, North Miami was another one they picked up. They're working, I believe, with Winnemac, in fact. So there's a lot of things going on at RTC TV4, and we appreciate all the viewingship. I got tons of text messages just today, in fact, saying, hey, where can I find that at? I mean, I've only put it on there all week on Facebook, but I appreciate everybody and anybody watching, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, whoever, wherever. Thanks for watching RTC TV4. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and talk a little bit about the second half coming up. And you are watching RTC TV4 Pioneer Football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here at Lewis Cass High School, home of the Cass Kings, playing Pioneer Panthers. Pioneer up 22-0 here at halftime. Getting ready to start the second half. I keep getting messages from people saying, hey, say my name, do this, do that. Ryan Pettit, you don't live that far. You should be here watching us live. I don't know what you're doing.
While we got a minute here, while both teams are getting stretched out here, I would like to give a shout out to my son, Brantley. He turns 10 on Sunday.
Happy birthday, Brantley.
Big milestone for him. And he's a Panther, of course, in the 4th grade.
Oh, we've got so many suggestions. It's crazy. Getting these messages telling us to do all kinds of crazy stuff. I might not have a job if we start doing some of the things. But we do appreciate anybody and everybody that has tuned in tonight to catch this first game of the 2018 season. Hopefully we don't scare you off and make you not watch the rest of the year. But I think we've got good things to come, and we'll only get better, hopefully. Just like the football game, we only get better with time time. Cody did mention here at halftime, Pioneer has two turnovers. Lewis Cass has 3. That's 5 total. So kind of sloppy there in that first half.
That's a record. That's the problem.
Now the one turnover that Cass had, throwing the interception, not too many guys are going to go hunt that one down in the end zone like Kaiser. So that's probably a incomplete pass most anywhere else, but not for Jack Kaiser, number 4 for Pioneer. So it looks like Adai Llewellyn is getting ready to kick off the second half for the Panthers. And we'll keep you up to date on the scoreboard here because I think our scoreboard camera either went out or something. People are standing in front of it or whatnot. Next week, Pioneer will be at home against the Winnemac Warriors. Winnemac with Coach Craig Barr in his second season, trying to get his guys on track for a winning season this year. It's always a good rivalry, Winnemac Pioneer.
It went from 43 to 47.
So we're ready to get the second half going for the Panthers and Kings.
Pioneer will kick off.
Again, Adai Llewellyn, a sophomore for the Panthers. He'll be kicking off. Back there will be Urit, Zek, and Good.
Everything is delayed from the price down.
Boy, good.
So Llewellyn will put a boot to it. And he gives it a nice ride. It's going to go down just about to the 12. Zek will take it out of there, and he's going to get the corner, but he's not going to get too far.
Kobe James runs them out.
Kaiser and Kobe James. Looks like they'll
Starting about the 29?
29-yard line for the Kings to get things going. Well, I expect to see more going downfield for the Kings here this second half. That's what they're going to have to do if they want to put points on the board. I don't think the running game is going to get them too far with Pioneer's defensive line. So Chambers sets up in that shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, and he threw it an incomplete pass, but it was to Caden Zek and a little bit low, and Chambers paid for it on the on the release.
By guess who?
Guess number 24. Second and 10 for the Kings. Chambers picking up the play. And Coach Phillips. There's a nice pass through the middle, and there's a fumble. If they call it a fumble and they say it's down. They say it was down. It looked like he hit the ground and then the ball popped out. But that'll be a first down for Caden Zek. Nice pass by Chambers. And Adai Llewellyn able to make the tackle, but not before about a 12-yard gain. So it'll be first and 10 for the Kings, sitting on the 42-yard line. And that's going to be a penalty on the play clock for the Kings. So that'll move them back 5. So that'll be a first and 15 for the Cass Kings. So it'll move back to the 37 for the Kings to get started on this first down. Chambers will throw to his right.
Chambers pass is complete. The road ball
And Rodaball will pull it in. Pick up about 3 yards on that catch before he steps out of bounds.
On the 40.
I forgot to turn back on after that.
Chambers looking deep, and he's got a couple people there. Oh,
I think he got it.
But what a catch by Gabe Urett down the sideline. Von Tobel and Adai Llewellyn were over there, and neither of them could get a hand on it. It was a nice pass by Chambers, and that's what he's done. I mean, that's where they've gotten their yardage. They've just stepped back and thrown up about 15, 20 yards. And
Was that Urett again?
Yeah, it was Gabe Urett on the catch. A 15-yard gain. So the ball will be on the 40, 1st and 10 for the Kings. Pioneer needs a little bit of pressure up there. And that could have been a late hit.
That could have been.
Brady Smith.
Iffy.
Yeah, Brady Smith hit him what I thought was late. But either way, it was an incomplete pass. So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Kings. 11 minutes. And this clock keeps stopping every time that ball drops. And
Daniel
makes
McKay check into the game. Senior.
Big Danny McCaig up there.
Kaiser just had to cover. Those backs are back.
Whoa. Yep. A little too early by number 24, Cade Cox. He's getting the jump on Llewellyn over there on that corner. So another penalty. You can kind of expect this. You know, a lot of penalties this first game, getting the jitters out, whatnot. Guys at different places. Chambers takes a snap. And he'll throw it through the middle, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. A good job by Jack Kaiser, just head hunting out there. Broke up that pass. So 3rd down for Cass.
Kaiser on the defense.
Pioneer is doing a great job with their front four, keeping them rotated in and out. I just seen Mason Scherpel come into the game, and
Schnurple, a sophomore. Going to see a lot of playing time this year. Chambers pump fake going downfield, and still no flag. So good coverage by Ezra Llewellyn, or Adai Llewellyn, excuse me, number 15, Adai Llewellyn. And that's going to be a 4th down, but I don't know if they're going to punt here or not. This is kind of in that territory where
Good's back
it looks
there
like
now.
Easton Good is going back there.
With this rugby style, I mean, gives them time to read it in case one of the guys come free up front if Panthers are sleeping.
One thing about the rugby kick, I mean, if you can go, you can go. Good snap. And he's going to throw it, and he's got him. That's a nice
did he
catch.
get the first down?
That's close.
They're giving
That's
it to
really
him.
close, and they're calling it. That's a nice play. Gabe Urett went up high to pull it out, picks up the 1st down, and they'll be on the 30-yard line. That pass by Easton Good. So a little trickery going on by the Kings, but that's a play. I mean, where they were at, that's a play that you've got to expect. You've got to expect that that's coming, because I wouldn't punt from there. I know that. I'd be going for it. So Chambers will be up under center this time. And that ball's dropped, and so is Chambers.
Shaw and Gregorich right there on top of him.
Chambers covers it up.
A great job by Gregorich and Connor Walker there on that tackle, swallowing up Chambers.
I see what I did there. Walker, not Shaw. He doesn't play here anymore. Graduated last year.
Yeah, Dean Shaw.
He's in the Marines right now, actually.
Then you go a few years back, Tyler, he's out climbing mountains. So 2nd in about 12. And another bad snap, and look out. Gregorich is not going to let him get anywhere. Good job by Gregorich swallowing up Chambers again.
Gingrich on the spot.
He got back to the marker, the line of scrimmage, but so it'll be again 3rd and 12.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
9:13 left here in the 3rd quarter. Pioneer up 22-0. Cass has they've had the ball the whole.
This is their 11th play of the drive.
Yeah, 11 plays, so they're keeping the ball so far. I mean, there's been a couple of close plays. This time Chambers will hand off and
reversing field.
Nice play by Urich. He's able to break loose, and eventually he might get tackled, and he finally does. Jack Kaiser says, enough of this business, I've got you. Wraps him up, takes him down, a 2-yard loss. But Urich was running all over the place. Probably picked up about 80 yards with going back and forth. Too bad those don't count.
It'll be hard to keep track.
Or do something, you're down 20 seconds.
Yeah, the Kings are forgetting this play clock runs while they're trying to get the plays in. They've
got 2 coaches down here on the sideline signaling plays.
Go with the middle guy.
We've got 7 seconds left on the play clock.
As you're going to call timeout. So timeout for the Kings. We'll take a quick timeout here on RTC TV4. Thanks for watching.
Some updates on some scores. 3rd quarter, Tipton 34, Madison Grant 0.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
I made them fresh. Yep.
So we're back here at Lewis Cass, where Pioneers up 22-0 over the Kings. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 4th and 15 for the Kings. They'll be at the 35-yard line, so we'll see what Coach Phillips has drawn up. I'll take a cookie. Yes, sir. So Chambers in that shotgun, 3 wide on the near side. He'll roll, and then I bet Urich looks to pass too, and oh man, he gets clobbered, and this ball's up for grabs. There's Jack Kaiser right there to pick it, and he's got some room. He's not stopping. There he gets up past the 50 for the interception. So 2 interceptions for Jack Kaiser. That one was a lot easier than the first one.
That's flour.
Well, you knew something was going on when they flipped to Urich, and Urich dropped back, and he got mauled back there, actually.
50-yard line.
So Pioneer will take over on the 50. 1st and 10. Kaiser up under center. Llewellyn, Von Tobel, Gregorich in the backfield. There's a handoff to Gregorich, and he's got some running room. He runs over one, and he's still on his feet. Gets down to the 30. Good, powerful run by Danny Gregorich, and of course he's got those linemen up there doing a lot of work for him. Joey Humphrey with the tackle for the Kings.
1st and 10 from the 30.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Panthers. They got Llewellyn in the backfield now at fullback. There's a handoff to Adai Llewellyn, and he's got some running room, and he'll get down just past the 30-yard line, and that's going to be close for a first down. And it looks like they're moving it, so that'll be a 10-yard gain for Adai Llewellyn. That was a good run by Adai Llewellyn.
Yeah, that line just really opened it up for him. I don't know if you noticed or not, there's been 4 backs rotating in and out. A lot of the times, one standing by Coach Adam Berry running into play each time, so each guy's getting a breath.
Yeah, and he said he was going to, he doesn't have a starting backfield. He has a rotation of a backfield back there. You got Von Tobel. Right now, you got Derek Wireman in there, number 10, standing by Kaiser. And Jack Kaiser taking care of his own business right there, picking up that touchdown.
That's a nice block by Gavin James on the linebacker. That really spring that hole for Kaiser.
Yeah, Gavin James doing a good job up there as well as all the Panther linemen. What's that, a 30-yard? 20-yard run for Jack Kaiser. So 3 plays. 3 plays. He's put in 2 touchdowns tonight on the ground. 1 in the air. Unconventional, kind of. So it looks like
Kaiser's on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like
Von Tobel's going to run the quarterback.
He is a backup quarterback for the Panthers this year. A junior. He's in that shotgun formation with Gregorich back there on his side. Von Tobel will just run that little power, and he'll punch it in for the 2-point conversion. You're not losing a lot. Von Tobel is very strong. He's worked hard in the weight room, and we got a flag here. Let's see what we've got going on.
I think it was after the whistle.
Little face mask for the Kings. Now that'll just move the ball up on this kickoff again.
We'll try that onside again.
So Pioneer pushing the lead 30-0 with 6:47 left here in the third quarter. It didn't take them long, did it?
3 plays, 50 yards, 58 seconds.
Efficient, very efficient. No penalties, and then they're going to move the ball with no penalties, that's for sure. I thought you were eating my cookie.
No, I got one too.
Get your hands off that. Nice hospitality up here by the Cass King administration and athletics. Class program over here. So Kaiser will be the short kicker.
From the 45-yard line of the Kings.
We got Kaiser doing the kickoff again.
Yeah, he's in charge of anything short, it seems like. So are they going to onside it like last time they did this?
Might as well.
Hopefully the Kings are ready for it. And that time they were ready for it. And good coverage by the Kings to get on it.
Bo Brooks just gets it and drops to the ground.
Yeah. That's something you would do, right?
Yeah, probably.
Or you're going to be fullback. Be the man of the hour and try to take it the distance.
I would try. Definitely.
So 6:45 left in the third. Kings will start it off. 1st and 10. On the 27-yard line. Chambers will drop, and that ball is caught. Rotoball with a nice catch, and they threw on that backside of the shoulder. Nice throw by Chambers. He had some pressure coming in on him, but it's a 6-yard gain for the Kings. Reese Rodaball.
Nathaniel Moss in there
Senior.
for the Panthers in their defensive tackle.
Chambers in that shotgun again. They've been in that pretty much all game.
Flag on the play.
And a false start.
Up 5 yards. Replay 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Chambers getting his troops ready to go. It's a snap. Oh, he had the guy. He fell down. That's what happened.
Brought down for the loss.
Gregorich. It's Gregorich on the tackle there.
Yeah, he had a receiver open, and then he fell to the ground.
With help from the stage. Be 3rd down.
That 67, Markel Hill in there for the Panthers, along with 57, Zach Taylor on that line. So they're starting to see some rotation from the Panthers on that defensive line. Snap, and here comes Gregorich. It's popped up again, and he's already out of bounds. I don't think that's going to be a nice attempt, though. A nice effort by number 3, Reese Rodaball for the Kings, but just on the sideline, tiptoe.
He tried.
Llewellyn's over there trying to give him pointers on how to do that. Say, hey, man, you do it in the end zone. It's a lot cooler, especially in the state title game.
That picture is seen by a lot of people.
Oh, that was something else. So now we're in 4th down, a 4th and 14. Zek goes in motion. The snap. Then Kaiser's going to let it bounce. It'll roll down. Sit at the 38-yard line. So the Panthers looking for that efficient offense again, coming back onto the field. You're going to probably start seeing some rotation from Pioneer. More than what we've seen so far, even.
Yep.
So 4:57 left. Pioneer up 30-0. They're going to get started here on the 38-yard line.
When the guy takes it to the middle of the field, that's when they change it.
And they've got Wireman back there at the fullback spot, split beside Kaiser. Ezra Llewellyn in motion. Kaiser will take it on the power, and he's still picked up 7 to 8 yards on that play, just hopping over people.
Picked up 7 yards on the play.
So a 7-yard gain for Jack.
Llewellyn tripped him up.
So Llewellyn makes a tackle
2nd and 3.
for the Cass Kings, cousin of Ezra Nadai. Second and 3 for Pioneer.
Wireman.
Wireman had
nowhere
it.
to go.
No, not at all.
Wireman, the ball carrier.
That was Schaefer with the big hit there.
Schaefer and Llewellyn on the spot. That'll bring up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 3 for Pioneer after no gain on the run by Wireman. Kaiser still going over there to Coach Barry, getting those offensive plays, even at quarterback. You'd think with the status of him, hey, man, why do I have to run over here? I mean, 4-year starter. And Kaiser just rips through a couple tackles, and he gets the outside. He's going to be to the
Nice tackle.
nice run. And Zach able to pull it, get him out of bounds, making the tackle.
He gets down to around the 32-yard line.
Kaiser advances to the 32-yard line.
20 yards on the run.
Nice 20-yard gain for Jack. He's probably well over 100 now. So 1st and 10, sitting on the 32 for the Panthers. Llewellyn goes in motion. The handoff goes to Adai Llewellyn.
Wireman.
Was it Wireman? Yes, it is. Derek Wireman. Wireman, one of those kids, if he gets the ball and gets loose, he can go. He's got some good wheels. Reminds you a little bit of Austin Mersch from last year.
No gain on the play.
So no gain on that run. 2nd and 10 for Pioneer. 3-0, just 3 minutes left in the third quarter. They run that sweep play to the left side here, and Adai Llewellyn breaks a couple tackles. He'll pick up the first down. Then he gets drugged down.
He gets down to around the 16-yard line. That'll get enough for Pioneer first down.
So Llewellyn running that sweep play gets to the 16. Nice little run by Llewellyn.
On them sweep plays, Calvin Kinley, he's been putting on some nice blocks out there at the wide receiver position.
That's one thing.
He does everything out there. He tries to catch some balls, but he's a great blocker out there.
Yeah, Cal's one of those guys you look at him and say, you know, what's he do? But he does a lot of things behind the scenes out there that hold those blocks on those sweep plays, running nice routes, running people off. This time, they're going to bottle up Ezra Llewellyn, and he's going to go over there and smack Adai and say, hey, man, you're my blocker. Where you at? They might have that discussion tonight before bedtime. So 4-yard loss on that run. Von Tobel will go back in the lineup for Pioneer. So 1:50 left here in the third quarter. Kaiser taking his time. Play clock running down at 5. Just got it off. Then he bowls over a few Cass Kings. He's brought down the 16 yards. He goes to the 16. Bo Brooks, Isaac Chambers on the tackle. The host of other Kings. So they've held their ground here on this little play series. It's 3rd and 10. This time, Adai Llewellyn right up the middle. That'll be a first down. Just shy of the goal line. Boy, he shoots up that middle. If he's got a little bit of space, man, he's fast. No time to grab him. Kaiser will go to the line with no huddle. And that shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He's going to run off that right side. Pounds it in. Touchdown. Jack Kaiser. Win it out. Give it to 4. That's the way it goes. It looks like we got an injury on the field. So with just over 40 seconds left here in the third quarter, Pioneers up 36-0 on the Lewis Cass Kings. We're going to go ahead and take a break during this injury, and we'll be back on RTC TV4.
Okay, so
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back here it was Jake Martin that got hurt, and Miles Von Tobel will be in there for the two-point conversion at quarterback. He'll turn, hand it off to Gregorich, and he'll haul people across for the two-point conversion for the Panthers. Apologies, our scoreboard camera went out. I'll keep you updated. Right now, 38-0 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter for Pioneer. Handling business here in the third quarter, moving the ball pretty decently. Kaiser being the main cog in that offensive machine for the Panthers.
Yeah, on that last drive there, Panthers ran 9 plays, gained 62 yards in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. It was a good drive. It chewed off some time on the clock and almost finished the third quarter with the ball. But they'll be kicking off now and see what the defense can do.
There's a new person, but Sam McCoy back there, it looks like, for the Kings, number 7. Hadn't called his name. Rode a ball, Zek, and good. So Adai Llewellyn will set to kick it off with 40 seconds left for the end of the third quarter. He's had some good kickoffs. I'm telling you what.
He's been kicking to like the 10-yard line every time, right in that corner.
You'll take that every time, especially with this coverage. And that's a line drive shot right at Caden Zek. Bounce off his chest. He'll take it. He'll be at the 20. Cuts it up. He's to the 30, 35, 40, and then he's dropped. Good run by Caden Zek, and he paid the price, getting clobbered.
Well, Dye kicked it, and he made the tackle.
Von Tobel sitting there as well, and Kobe James helping Von Tobel up.
Well, that was a laser kick.
It was.
The ball got down there in a hurry. Didn't give time the coverage to get down there.
You'll take that any day if you can get it past the that back man in the end zone. Because in high school, you can't. I mean, it's an automatic touchback at the 20.
He's still laying on the ground. I think he lost his helmet, didn't he?
Well, Chambers back there didn't take the snap. He'll look and throws it right into Gregorich's mask. Boy, Danny. First-hand look at that football right in his face. But he was coming for Chambers, and Chambers might have nightmares of Gregorich tonight. And thank goodness we don't have to play that guy again. A nice run by Chambers, and he breaks a tackle. What? I'll tell you what, Chambers said, hey, come here, Gregorich, I got something for you, bud. He popped him pretty good, and Gregorich couldn't wrap him up. Nice run by Isaac Chambers, Jr. Pick up 3. And Chambers is limping around.
Wow. Did you see that?
And that looks like that's the end of the third.
37-7. Yeah.
The end of the third quarter, Pioneer up 38-0 here at Lewis Cass. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC fiber vehicles to fit your budget. Voice, stop out for your test drive today online at Shepherd's Rochester. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at RTC, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over First Federal Savings Bank is your local hospital in mortgage areas, healthcare locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
So we're back at Lewis Cass High School. Getting ready to start this fourth quarter, 38-0 Pioneer. And the Kings will have the ball as they flip the side of the field. They're going with that 3 wide on the far side. There's a snap, the throw, and now they're going to call pass interference, and you call pass interference on that. That ball was not catchable at all, but it doesn't matter in high school. You can throw it a mile high and it still be interference. And that's probably the least of the contact, honestly. But that's the way it goes.
That's their call, not mine.
So now you're going to see some rotation here by the Panthers. It looks like number 52 for Pioneer in there.
Gavin James.
That's Gavin James. I don't know why I thought it was somebody different. Schnurpel's in there. That'll be an automatic first down for the Kings on that interference play.
He's still walking.
So here's where the Kings can run that pump fake by Chambers and look downfield.
First and 10 from 39.
Got Alex Myers over there on that far side with number 30, Joey Humphrey. Oh, nice pass, nice catch, nice touchdown. Or he didn't even get, he didn't get in. 3-yard line. Well, people are standing up in my way. I can't see, but Llewellyn was running with him, but didn't get turned around quick enough, and that ball was caught. So that'll be a first and goal for the Cass Kings. We're starting to see some guys cramp up tonight. It's humid out. So the Kings have a true shot here to score a touchdown. That ball is hit by Von Tobel on the blitz. Von Tobel tells him, nice try, but not quite. So 11:46, the clock stopped on that incomplete pass, 38-0 Pioneer. Kings sitting on the 3-yard line. Chambers will take the snap, and we've got a flag before the play. There we go, another false start on the Kings, so that'll push them back 5. Not going to help them any.
This isn't technically a bad penalty. With the way Chambers been throwing the ball, it gives him a bigger window now being close down at the goal line.
I was actually thinking that. I was like, the further back they are, the more space they have to run that little fade route. This time they hand it off. Von Tobel will make the tackle. McCoy with the carry, but Von Tobel able to haul him down. 3-yard gain, but now 3rd and goal again for the Kings. So just back and forth. Zek coming out. He's
been cramping up,
limping. Well, he got hit over here on the sideline and had his bell rung. He might still be feeling the effects of that. So Chambers will step up under the center. And I could see a little swing pass coming here. Nope. Oh, nice play by Chambers. He's able to get loose. He's running for his life, and the ball is tipped. No, he was going towards, looked like Humphrey, but a little too much on it. And bounces harmlessly out of the end zone. So now it's 4th down for the Kings. With 10:53 left in the 4th. You have to go for it. I don't know why you wouldn't here. I mean, 4th and 4. What do you have to lose? You're down 38-0. Just let's do it. So number 15 hauling in there, Kia Meister, and then they're going to call a timeout. Boy, they have flirted with that time clock all night long, just taking forever to get plays in and trying to get. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure they'll work the kinks out.
Let's see if Pioneers defense can hold on here and keep them out of the end zone.
It's a nice little early season test. 4th and 4. See what kind of moxie your defensive line has. It's probably going to be more your linebackers and your coverage guys, honestly, because I can see Chambers doing that little pump fake, trying to get the, make the pass.
Text and then set up a new window, basically. And then now you have
After the timeout, 4th and 4, ball on the 4. And the 4th quarter.
So if they score, just hit that and transfer it.
Okay. So here we go. The Kings 4th and 4. Panthers trying to hold them from scoring. And he didn't get it. He did not get it.
Garrett Walter is testing the 1-yard line.
What a stand by Pioneer. And well, Pioneer has 99 yards to go.
There's a host of Panthers in there on that stop there.
Great job by Pioneer's line. Just standing strong, holding their stance, just keeping the Kings out of the end zone. That's a pride thing, Cody. I mean, that is a pride thing. A lot of teams like, 38-0, let them put one on the board. Nah.
Well, Gregor's over there firing up the troops. Yeah. I think they 7-8 weeks last year without allowing a score.
Yeah. I don't see that much different this year. This will be interesting here. Pioneers sitting on the 1-yard line. So you're flirting. You got to get out of the. And we'll call timeout. Jack will call a quick timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back on RTC TV4.
Great, 7-12. After the game,
Wait. You got 3 of them open.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
So back here, Pioneer 1st and 10 on the 1 yard line. Kaiser still trying to get his gentlemen where they need to be. He's going to audible, it looks like, and they're looking to blitz. Cass is up on that line. It's a smart play by Jack Kaiser, and oh my goodness.
Just a quarterback sneak.
Like, here we go.
12 yards.
Yep. Nice run by Jack Kaiser. Pick up a 14-yard gain. First down for Pioneer. That'll get him out, give him some breathing room anyways. It's always a nice option to have.
13 yards on the play.
This is only Pioneer's third possession here in the second half.
It still says second quarter.
Both teams have been putting together some long drives and taking some time off the clock.
Kaiser up under center this time. Looks like we might have had some motion in that backfield somewhere. Another penalty. That's a delay of game, actually. And you know, right now, I mean, a delay of game is not a big deal. But when you get in some crunch time and some, you know, closer games, and these are things you've got to clean up. The Panthers. It's like a handoff to Gregorich, and he's banging forward. Danny Gregorich getting a decent little run there.
Picked up 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Panthers.
16.
Be on the 16-yard line. 9:28 left in the fourth quarter. Kaiser in that shotgun now. Take the snap. He hands off to Gregorich again, and he's
just pulling people.
Yeah,
along.
he's like a Clydesdale out there, just dragging. Danny Gregorich keeping those legs going. And closer to that first down is 2nd and 2, or 3rd and 2. So a good hard run by Dan Gregorich. Always having the help of those offensive linemen in there pushing the piles.
What's our score supposed to be? What's our score supposed to be? No, King got it. We're here.
This time they'll give it to Adai Llewellyn, and he'll shoot across there and pick up that first down.
Llewellyn, the ball carrier. He has enough for the first down.
27.
So next week we will be at Pioneer, the Pit, taking on the Winnemac Warriors. Always a good rivalry. And Kaiser's going to eat as much play clock as he can. He'll take the snap, It's a handoff to Adai Llewellyn, and he gets the corner. He gets a little more, almost broke that tackle, but a good tackle by Humphrey. Nice little run. Once he hit the corner, he was able to pick up that first down. A 15-yard run for Adai Llewellyn. He's looked pretty good tonight.
Yes, especially in the second half. He's really turned it on.
Well, last year, Ezra was your bigger offensive threat. Adai was more of the defense stalwart. You got Adai back there at the fullback spot. Put Ezra in motion. Kaiser will keep it. And that's got to be a face mask.
All three of them. Four of them.
I think his helmet spun around on his head. Yeah, it was Eric Bird on that penalty probably. It looked like he was the closest one there.
Personal foul, face mask.
I'll just make Jack mad. And when Jack gets mad on the football field, look out. 15-yard penalty. 7:22 left in the game. 38-0 Pioneer. The Panthers will have it on the 37. First and 10. Put Von Tobel in motion. There's a bad snap, and Kaiser just sit on it. That's the first bad snap we've seen from the. Well, that's not. That's the second. That's the second one.
The first one turned out all right.
Yeah, maybe Adam drew that play up again.
About the same spot on the field.
Yeah. So the Kings were able to get all the way down to their 1-yard line, and that's where it stopped. Pioneer held them 4th and goal. Now Pioneer's working back across the field here, just over the 50. The handoff. Not much there. There's another run by Adai Llewellyn.
I did just get a score update. North White is currently down 14-7. It started the fourth quarter.
North White, a former Midwest Conference opponent for the Panthers for a long time, until Panthers went to the Hoosier North. We played North White this year. There's a handoff to Ezra Adai, and he's got some jets, and he's breaking tackles. Still on his feet, gets down to the 20. Ezra Llewellyn. I tell you what, man, he's gotten stronger and just keeps chugging, pushing the leg. I mean, wow. I'll tell you what, Cody, those guys aren't the only one cramping up. My legs are
it's warm up here in this box.
Hey, moving around. So nice run by Ezra Llewellyn. Adai was getting a lot of carries, and then Ezra. Jack's going to get that clock way down there to the 5, 4, 3, 2. He'll take the snap, hand off to Gregorich.
He's got
nice hard run by
one man to beat.
Danny Gregorich, and a good tackle by the Kings to keep him out of the end zone. 9-yard gain for Gregorich. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter here at Owens Memorial Field. Lewis Cass, Walton, Indiana. Watching Pioneer and Lewis Cass. First game of the season here in the 2018 football year. Kaiser rolls to his right, looking for somebody open. And another ball to Cal Kinley. But that ball is going to be dropped again.
The offensive line gave him enough time that time. Keaton Schroeder had a good seal block, and so did Daniel McKegg.
Keaton Schroeder is a kid that last year, tall, lanky young man, put on a little weight this year.
6'2", 166.
Of course, one of his brothers, Garrett, won the Blake Rest Mental Attitude Award last year when the Panthers won the state title.
And he's wearing the same number as his brother.
Yes, he is. Well, now who's got it?
Is that Gregorich or Von Tobel?
Another bad snap. But that was Gregorich that scooped it up and moved it forward. And it'll be a first down, so now it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers. It's always nice when bad plays turn into a game. Or mistakes. Not bad plays, just mistakes. It's a handoff to Adai Llewellyn, and he fights his way in there, reaches the ball over the end zone, goal line, touchdown. Adai Llewellyn, and he has impressed me tonight on offense. He's really ran the ball well, ran hard, playing in that backup fullback position. They've ran 3 different guys there with Wireman, Gregorich a starter, but then they put Adai back there for a little more burst. So it's 44-0 Pioneer. I just realized the scoreboard camera came back on. I didn't realize that was back on. So now everybody at home can see what the score is, see the time on the clock. 2-point conversion. Kaiser's going to lob it up there to Mersch, and it's going to go out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion is no good.
Mersch, the intended receiver.
So with 4:09 left in the game, 44-0 Pioneer. Take a timeout. We'll be back after these messages. RTC TV4.
Just go ahead and leave it. Leave it through him.
So Adai Llewellyn will be kicking off after he put it in the end zone. Another nice kick.
Oh, that one went out of bounds, so.
Nice as in distance. Yes. I didn't mean on the field. I have been impressed with his ability to, put it down there within the 10. He had a couple even further than that. That
first
laser
one
shot
on the 3.
Yeah, he's got a leg. I mean, anybody around Pioneer knows the football program has seen him boot some 35-yard field goals. Not real consistent, but so the Kings will elect to take it on the 35 after that technically illegal procedure.
35?
No, not really.
We need one more. Meister comes in. There's that handoff. A nice run. Really a good run by Urett. He hasn't ran the ball much this second half at all. 5-yard gain for Gabe Urett. He was the team's leading rusher last year with over 700 yards. They'll look for big things from him this year. So 5'10", 160-pound junior. And again, they're playing cat and mouse with this time clock. Another handoff. And
Schnurple on the tackle.
Yep. Nice tackle by Mason Schnurple, a sophomore.
On the 40.
Circle on the tackle.
On the ball. 1-man game.
Chambers in that shotgun, too wide on the short side. Oh, Mason Schnurple. Oh, wow.
Nice wrap up there.
Yeah.
By
A die, Llewellyn, but Mason Schnurple about blew that play up. And it's almost a fumble in the backfield. And I'll tell you what, Schnurple is an athletic kid. Nice baseball player, too. Only a sophomore. Good things to come for that young man. Seeing the rotation already. So a fourth down. Good will be back to punt. Kaiser will be hanging around in the 50. I'm probably going to let that one go. Gregorich making it look like he's coming in to make, and then we got another man coming in, and here we go. All kinds of
You got a timeout call.
Craziness, but they did call a timeout.
Referee. Oh, delay of game.
Again.
I didn't see a flag.
Back about 5 yards.
Well, hopefully the Kings can get the plays in quicker as the season goes on. They're having trouble all night long trying to figure out what they're doing. Good will take the snap. It's a good snap. And they'll just let that one go wherever it may be. And it checks up at the 40. Going to place it on the 41. So with a minute 20 left here in the game, Pioneers up 44-0. They've had their ups and downs this game. The second half looked a little bit better than the first, I would say. A little more continuity with the offense, I believe. Not as many penalties. So Miles Von Tobel will take over quarterback for this last minute 20, or at least this play. So that's the game. 44-0, Pioneer winning over the Cass Kings. Again, Pioneer will host the Winnemac Warriors next week at the pit. 7 o'clock kickoff. Always a good game between the Warriors and Pioneer. And Cody, I'll let you get these stats going.
The officials' locker room. Take her with you.
We saw some things tonight that Pioneer could definitely work on with penalties and a lot of penalties in this game, but Cass the same way. They had a lot of penalties, so first game, you kind of expect that.
Ken, you were right. I texted her. Listen. Best stop.
That is a final.
Are you going to be here, Ella?
The final Rochester over Wabash 42-15 at Rochester.
We don't have a final, but Winnemac was losing to Knox at the half, so they're going to be angry. Oh, the camera went out again. And we made it to the end.
I'll let Cody getting these stats here. His pencil's on fire. I told him he needs to bring a calculator, but he's a mathematician up here. Smoke coming out the ears and everything.
My writing now is the problem.
Panthers still out there at the 50-yard line, getting the final encouragement or whatnot from Coach Barry.